Hi, welcome to Hoops Junction. Today we're talking about Kevin Durant's warm welcome at Oracle Arena. What about it, right? That's what I was thinking. What about it? Well, everybody's surprised that he got such a warm welcome after he got booed in LA. The only reason why Kevin Durant got booed in LA is because he didn't even take a meeting with the Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers are a storied franchise, and for you to not take a meeting with them, that's very disrespectful. That's very disrespectful. I think that wasn't smart on KD's part. You don't smite the Lakers. You never know when you might want to go form a super team with them. But in terms of him getting a crazy ovation in Oracle, that's a no-brainer. Kevin Durant is a once-in-a-lifetime player. If he comes to any team, that's the kind of reception he should always receive. It doesn't matter if he was going to the New York Knicks, the Pelicans, Lakers. It doesn't matter if he's going to Sacramento Kings. That's the same exact ovation that he should receive. He's that good. He's won an MVP before. He's been to NBA Final before. He's that good. He's 6'11". He can dribble. He can shoot. He can rebound. His defense is shaky. I'm not going to lie about that. His defense is shaky. But he's that good. And he can help with weak side defense because he's long. So, that being said, nobody should be surprised that he's having a warm welcome. Eventually, he's going to be getting a warmer welcome in every arena that he goes to once the Warriors figure out how to mesh him into the offense. And that's what I really want to talk about in this video. Does Kevin Durant fit with the Warriors? Some may say right off the bat, yes. And then the others that counter it might say, hey, he's an isolation player. He's never been in such a system with so much movement, weak side movement. He's never he's had to defer, but he's never had to take so much backseat to so many other players that essentially is their team. A lot of people, the reason why they didn't like Kevin Durant go to the Warriors because it was already established that it was Stephen Curry's team. But so all of that, all the naysayers and saying that, you know, they don't understand. Here's the thing. You could say it's Stephen Curry's team, but a couple of finals ago, we saw that Stephen Curry took a backseat to Andre Iguodala. And in the playoffs, he wasn't doing his best because he was off a 2-week injury. So other players had to step up like Klay Thompson, and Stephen Curry came in behind. So essentially, Stephen Curry can play either the main guy, the guy in the rear, or the cleanup guy. He could do it all. Same thing with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant played with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, at times, Kevin Durant had to take a back seat because Russell Westbrook was playing so great. So that being said, I see no problem with them fitting. If you're watching some of the Team USA games, unfortunately it's against weaker competition. You could already see where it's gelling. Because when you get a good player around other great players, great player around other great players, it's bound to work. It's like the Miami Heat, you know, when they have LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. At first, you know, me being young and dumb, I was like, this isn't gonna work. They're never gonna win a title. I hope they never win a title. But eventually, they started figuring it out, and the basketball that they were playing was awesome. Like they had like a span where they won 28 games in a row. Every game they had like a lob and lobs like crazy. Like I know the Clippers throw a lot of lobs. They call Clippers Lob City, but Dwayne Wade and LeBron James on a fast break. Oh man, that was great to see. Even though I'm not like a big LeBron fan, that was awesome to watch. I mean, those lobs that they were throwing. There was one time when LeBron caught a lob over some guy on the Bulls. I forgot his name. He stepped all over the guy. It was crazy, crazy. But that being said, the Warriors are going to figure it out because Kevin Durant, he fits. Number one, he's a shooter. Warriors love shooters. Number two, he could space the floor. Number three, he could get his own shot. And that's where I feel like why the Warriors lost that 3-1 lead. The Warriors, when their movement and offense doesn't work and it bogs down, they didn't have a guy that could say, hey, get your own shot. Stephen Curry normally was that guy, but due to injury and other things that are, you know, him being cold and missing 2 weeks in the playoffs, he just couldn't get those same shots off that he had all throughout the regular season. It wasn't the same. You know, you got to understand, basketball is a game of rhythm. And when you miss 2 weeks in the playoffs, you're not 100%. Everybody can see he wasn't 100%. Plus, he had a guard, Kyrie, who was giving them a lot of fits. He was giving that entire team the business on offense. They couldn't really contain him. But KD, if they had a KD in their lineup in the NBA Finals, they would have won it in 5. Due to the simple fact that they would have had somebody that, okay, Curry's not playing well, but Durant is going to play well. You know what I'm saying? Because the Warriors now, if Curry doesn't play well, Klay Thompson's going to play well. Klay Thompson doesn't play well and Curry doesn't play well, Kevin Durant's going to play well. And if Kevin Durant doesn't play well, Draymond Green or Iguodala. So you have a multitude of guys that can play well for you consistently. Harrison Barnes, he wasn't consistently good. Bogut, he had spurts, but at times he'll get in foul trouble. Now they have a roster of players so far that they can consistently give you the same thing over and over and over. And that's crazy. Durant is going to make it so for the Warriors you cannot double. They're going to space the floor like crazy. Another thing is you have another playmaker other than Stephen Curry. Klay Thompson's a great playmaker, but at times his decision making could be poor, especially taking some of those ill-advised threes that he took in the finals. A lot of quick shots. Kevin Durant is going to take his time. He's going to let things come to him, and he's going to make it work. They're going to fit, and there's going to be a hand and glove fit. Maybe not right off the bat as they get whose spots on the floor, but at the end of the day, who wouldn't want Kevin Durant as a nice insurance policy in their back pocket? And the thing that people need to understand is him coming to this team is going to force him to elevate his game. If you notice when LeBron went to the Heat, LeBron had a gear, but when he went to the Heat, he had another level because he knew that they had to win. Same thing with Kevin Durant. He knows that they have to win. So he's going to step up his game. He's going to, all his deficiencies, he's going to work on his defense. He's going to work on beefing up. You already can see he's kind of like, he looks like he's getting a little bigger or whatever. He's going to work on his passing, work on not being stagnant with the basketball. He's going to get better. That scares me because he's already great. Now he's going to get better. Because when you have a whole bunch of great players together, it only forces them to raise their level. Their level cannot go any lower. Their level has to stay high. You already saw the Warriors' level last year. It was high. Now you add a Kevin Durant to the mix. It's going to be even crazier. You know what I compare it to? It's like in the 90s, late 90s, when DMX, Jay-Z, and Swiss Beats got on a song or something. Or Jay-Z, DMX, and the Lox. Or Jay-Z, DMX, and Beanie Siegel or whatever. That caused everybody's game to rise. They were like, well, his verse is hot, so my verse has to be hotter. Well, his verse is hotter, so my verse needs to be even hotter. And that's how Kevin Durant's going to come into the situation. Curry's playing great, but I got to play even greater. Klay Thompson's playing, Durant's playing great, but guess what? Klay Thompson's going to be, I got to play better than Durant. So their game is going to be elevated. It's inevitable, and it's only a matter of time for them to figure it out. And once they eventually figure it out, everybody's not going to be as mad as they thought they were. But this is my opinion on things. Let me know, do you think Kevin Durant's going to fit with the Warriors? I say yes. Let's see what you say. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Peace.